Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
For me again, you can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
What fi go to eat no money, what fi at you, it no at you. Go be money, miss you, we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste for must a man to start you. Say me like a catch you, but me got enough, they got you. Take this bit of money, God, and say that is not you. One day, the man above end up, him a got a bet. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them
It
raise.
burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
For me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me know me got bigger. The 100 promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our river. Member bowl honey and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police dog a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the sun man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't.
Stibby-dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape. And some informer friend we lovely. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good evening, and welcome. Welcome to Mix Up Sunday. I hope you have an enjoyable weekend and a godful of Sunday dinner. Be a mix up with out here for this evening. So, anybody want to know love mix up? Call Crowd. Call Cliff Hughes. Call Dana Dixon. Call the tough one we said this on Sunday. Yeah, that one there. Call The thief in Marisia. And you know, we always have space left over for the thief in Andrew. Call the whole of the thief them. Because a big mix up will come here for this evening. Good evening, everyone, to my community party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good evening and welcome to the mix up. Gloria Morris, Beat and Teach. Good evening, and welcome. Thank you all for joining. Who else is here? Marcia Thomas. Good evening. Monica Wills. Good evening. Sharon Bernard. Good evening. David Jervis TV. Good evening. Wagwan, rise and shine. Good evening. Rosemary Samuels. Good evening. Willie Dunn. Sophia Hall. Sheena Kelly. Miranda Roddock. Good evening. Sonia Johnson, UK. Boy, the cold of the way bad, Sonia, the cold of the way bad. I can't even go to do go walk and stretch my foot them because and say the way how out of door go, it's violent. This winter, January is a very cold month. It's a month where all are with dread because you know it hungry, it broke, and it cold. But Jesus have mercy. No, sir. It a galang bad here now. Jennifer Simpson, Paulette Lewis, Zanette Beckford, Brose. Good evening, Arlene Foster, G. Wayne. Good evening, Empress Deb. Good evening, Sweeney. Raymond G. Wagwan, Bro. Carol Paul. Good evening, Marcia B. Rowe from the Cockpit Country. Good evening, Christine Gilbert. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thief in Marissa Dalwyn Filbert. It's not really shocking to me or us, Marissa, that you would stand there tone deaf and tell such a lie. Because remember, say, you buy car, you get discount pan car, you get allowance pan car, but you never remember say you had a car. So just like how Marissa Dalwyn Filbert, thief in Marissa, drop the bag. Marissa Dalwyn Filbert. Just like a hoe, you never remember say you claim for the car where you never remember say you own. You should have remember say Anna Andrew Wholeness do the road where Paul Patmore and the community do where you I take credit for thief in Marissa. Carlene Richards. Joyce Ferguson, how are you? Sorry. Thief in Marissa Dalwyn Filbert. You see one thing we now remember say all we have phone, you know. Remember say we don't fray down again like how we used to fray down one time. Remember say we don't fray down no gunman them. Remember you know Marissa Dalwyn Filbert. We see your cronies them in the by-election where they threaten people about the violence. We heard Chopper John, thief in criminal Marissa. Sue me. Because we know say you're a thief. All if they clear you, Marissa, you're a thief. Because we catch your hand in the bag. So we can call you thief. Whether the court say you're a thief or not, Marissa, that's beside the point, darling. We know you're a thief. You understand that? But thief and liar, we know walk together, Marissa Dalwyn Filbert. But the hope and lie wanna go walk and tell. In this upcoming election cycle, Marissa, it won't work. We have phone out here. We remember that you're a thief, Marissa. We remember that you're a criminal and a liar. So you sit down there all along, thief and get thrown out and come back disgracefully. You now come use Paul Patmore and show God Marissa. Chelsea Clinton, how are you, Colleen James? You're not going to come and take Paul Patmore hand, show God. Thief, you have hand. Show God for your thief in hand. Make God see with money in your hand, Marissa Dalwyn Filbert. Show God for your thief in hand. Leave Paul Patmore hand alone. You're a thief and a criminal and a liar, Marissa, and a corrupt gangster. Leave the man job alone. You and Andrew Holness have nothing to do with the road one hour can lay claim to. You don't have nothing to do with the road one hour can claim to. Show God for your teeth in hand, Marissa. You can't dirty up for your hand, them, then you got to take up somebody clean hand, show God. All people hand on our teeth for show God, Marissa. Then you don't know, say God, I got no say I don't for your hand that. Talk truth. Woman, you're too thief. Woman, you're too thief. Puss. You're too thief. Stop walking thief and tell lie. Marissa, that won't fulfill birth. You have no shame with it. Remember, say wedding. Then can't sue me, Sweeney. Marissa, that won't fulfill birth is a thief. And if the court now say Marissa, that won't fulfill birth is a thief, Marissa Dalwyn Filbert is a thief because she was swindling our money, claiming that she has forgotten. A whole big old car, you know. Puss. Whole big car. You forget. You're a thief, Marissa, and you're a liar. Look how long you're dead. And you never do it. Why you not go look about Tribridge, thief in Marissa? Why don't you go and look about Tribridge? That's a more pressing issue than the road where Paul Patmore and the community fix, where you and Andrew gonna lay claim to. Thief? Take your hands out the cookie jar, my dear. Drop the bag. Thief in Marissa. We not allow you to walk and tell no lie and lay claim to nothing one or don't do. Nathaniel Brown, good evening. No, it really irritating to see this dull woman. This dull woman who has done nothing but stealing and lying. Come and lay a claim to some. How you remember say you do that and you never remember say you thief woman in Marissa? What, you have selective memory? You remember say you and Andrew do up there, son? But you never remember say you thief with money. You never remember say you have Benz where you have claim for out of a pocket. Thief in Marissa Dalwyn Filbert. You bunch of criminals, crooks. Out order. It's not yours. Don't take the man hand, show God. Don't do it. We're not JBC and RJR, and we're not Deep Throat Cliff Hughes either, Marissa. We're not Cliff Hughes. Don't try it. Don't try it. We're not. This election cycle, this is going to be a different general election from what you all are used to. Will it done? It's going to be a total different thing, Marissa. It's going to be journalism that you lot are not used to on a general election cycle scale. You lot have never had this before. You can't lie on a way out of this. You can't promise on a way out of this. RGR and JBC mash up. Everybody knows that Cliff Hughes is a propagandist, a tax dodger, an incubator, and a liar, Marissa. Me no own go manage. God help you. Jamrock 8766. God help you. You understand? But on a serious note, call Dana, because we're going to have a war this. Me tell you, say no. Hey, a messy Sunday this evening. A long time we don't get messy around here. Call Dana Dixon. Call Dana there. Discrimination, mop versus hair, Miss Dixon. We're going to go at it tonight. Dana Morris, Dixon, whatever you are. You're now, I've made this suggestion to the dull, old, feeble annual of a favor. When the ruling came out from Kensington primary from the appeals court, I made a suggestion to the Ministry of Education. But one must bear in mind, from that ruling, the court accept freedom of expression, because you remember the case was a Rastafarian child with their dreadlocks at school that was excluded from school because of her hair. At the first leg, Les, how are you? At the first leg, it was ruled in favor of the school administration. Then at the appeal court, it was overturned. The court acknowledging Marvin Nesbitt, freedom of expression, Carleen Jones, but with that religious twist to it, not really in my view of how judgments are, and outrightly upheld freedom of expression. In my view, the court was saying then, providing it's their religious expression, then it ought to be protected. Anne-Marie McFarlane. Then I said to the Ministry of Education, given the court ruling, the wise idea would be for the ministry, because we already have a constitution that protects freedom of expression. Now we have this administrative brouhaha in the Ministry of Education, J. Bless, when it comes to freedom of expression. And I'm going to only deal with or hear tonight. I'm not going to talk about any other bit of freedom of expression that is going on in our school, but here and here alone, I'm going to deal with. I made a suggestion to the Ministry of Education because we're already protected by our constitution. Because there's this administrative debacle in the school, what the Ministry of Education could do, could implement what is called a secondary law, or you call it a statutory instrument. And that would go right across the board, giving a clear instruction and legal directive to school administrators island-wide of how freedom of expression ought to be viewed, especially when it comes to do with our hair, which has caused problems and is continuously causing problems. Now, a young man, who call from the group here, Faith call. Never mind, one of the other one in the group will pick up. One of the other one in the group will pick up, me busy. It can be done through a statutory instrument where you don't have to go to Parliament to write any legislation or anything. Ministry of Education can put that policy in place so no schools across the island can what you call the word, discriminate against our hair. Now, there's a new debacle going on for McGrath High School, I think, and St. Jago High School. There's an issue there as well. Now, this is the issue at McGrath High School, where the school has restricted this young man and others. He has come on social media and he has put it out to the public. A lot of adults, rather than guiding him and instructing him or criticizing him for the way he articulates himself, which they are not looking at the bigger picture of the suppression, the continuous suppression of African culture in a 98% African populated country, as they would want to have it. Lawrence Wood, Violet Watson, how no do? Rather than people guide him and advise him, people are going across social media with all sorts of criticism based on how he articulated himself. He put up the video them on social media. The school directed him. The school said this type of hair is too high. So they've ordered him to cut the hair, which he did cut it down lower, but him not balding head. The school still rejects him. This is McGrath High School. The problem I'm having, Miss Dixon, if you're not able to deal with us, with our hair this height in schools, you're going to deal with us on the street, in court, or in prison, Miss Dixon. Because I think what this suppression is doing, Miss Dixon, is turning away our young men from education to gangs. I still the Williams. Turning away young men in the volatile Jamaica at the moment. Rastadism. In this volatile, crime-driven Jamaica, where we're already graduating 60% to the gangs and about 30% to higher institution or something progressive. And the education policy in Jamaica, the Bustamante education policy in Jamaica is to hold down all black people and cut them here to your suit. Now, Miss Dixon, if you can left all the way from foreign, come to Jamaica, walk with map on your head, as education minister, Miss Dixon, with wet map on your head, what is wrong with our children here? Why is the Ministry of Education not treating this as a national emergency across the country? Because you're blocking young men in particular from education, given how much the gangs outer road are lurk and await on them. Jamaica, we should rebel against this. This is a suppression of culture. This is a suppression of our identity. What is wrong? What is wrong with these here? What is wrong with this type of here, Colleen Stewart, in our education system? How does this not comply with school etiquette? How does this prevent him or other student from learning? I don't understand. Of course, we want policies to be in school, uniform policy, decency policy. But when it comes to suppression policy, Alicia, well done. When it comes to suppression, is a thing that we must not. The education system is making gangster of your children. Him say the teacher them tell him say because him dey on TikTok, him now go come to nothing. Una don't say police and politicians down there on TikTok to teachers. Una no see they not here. If una cannot, the Minister of Education should be an example. The Minister of Education should be a look on Dana here. And you go tell picnic say them ear no look well enough, no look groomed enough for coming to school. Look pan for Dana. Dana is the Ministry of Education, Richard Reed, who should be setting more example. Remember Bustamante did walk and cut off here with grass buckle. Bruce Golden send them come massacre people picnic at Tivoli. Andrew Tell will say, God created this and you must take it. how much more, though Jamaica, are you prepared to take under this government? This government has been constantly suppressing our children, Don Fox. This government, there's been a hair debacle under this government in the education institution. Jamaica, when we are going to wake up and tear up the paper and say, this is no good. We cannot let the state target our children. We cannot let the state tell our children that God didn't create you special. What is wrong with you all Jamaicans? Uno just sit down. Why uno don't crowd up out of school gate and a roll and a demonstrate? You see this complacency, Jamaica? You see this willful bending yourself to the will of politician. It's going to haunt you in your grave. Because when you see what you have left your children to, when you see what you have left your generation to suffer, when us today could have stand up, Vernon Adams. And then we get up every year. I want cuss bad what you say. Don't cuss though. Do not cuss. And then every year we get up and we celebrate pendency and emancipation. We should not support constipation rather than emancipation because we're socially and mentally constipated. A constipation we should celebrate because mentally, Elga Fletcher, mentally and socially, we're constipated. So drop the emancipation and let us celebrate constipation. Let's deal with reality. Constipation, social, economic, and political is our reality. Let's celebrate that and drop the emancipation bull do the drop on floor. How did we get here in 2024-25? Suppression. Suppression of culture. And then you, Babsy, careful, come your mouth feel loose tonight. Because you see, I walk on a harbor. My grandmother never used to call the word nasty. She called them nice where you can use them in English. You walk on harbor. If anyone not old enough to know what hab mean, you can't stay in the dark. You walk on harbor the whole of dance hall throughout Christmas and New Year. You know, see issues of culture. When you walk and get drawn through every zinc fence, every kettle drum knock, because you're minister of dance, culture not coming out. Anything to do with culture for you, Babsy? Anything to do with culture for you, it must something where a young boy I draw you to zinc fence. Because you know, left out a dance at night time, all sick, pain a hip, woman, me 15 Babsy, and me have pain a knee, pain a hip, and pain a ankle. So you were 100 and odd, can't tell me say you not have it. And you can't in a dance night after night when me can't even go one night a week. If me go one night, me now go back till all one a year or two, and you can manage for that dance night after night. And you don't see so we have a cultural issue in Jamaica. Because the only thing to do with culture, draw to zinc fence, Babsy, is song and dance. Take Ketejumism, minister of Ketejum and transgenderism. That's all you be. I don't know if you change on the title. Minister of Ketejum and transgenderism. Change on the title and stop irritate with. There's another young man from St. Jago. Them say for him here in a well groom as well, neither. Me fed up. And Jamaica people don't say it's time for civil disobedience. But I call for no riot, Riot is unnecessary. But there's a whole lot of civil disobedience that we can carry out in Jamaica that will drive fear into politicians. Them no more, aren't we? Them hungrier than we. Trust me. The police and soldiers, them hungrier than we. We cannot be controlled by a few crab loaves and away the big old cow. We can't make because a few ticks in our ears and all that. Them control we. Jamaica, we must rise up and wake up. And stop talking so we're independent and emancipated when we can't we're here where God created. We would stop the bullshit. It really irritates me to hear us talk about emancipation and independence. Where was it? When? Who is enjoying it? You see, this is why Andrew Holness won 2 elections. This is why cartel is so popular. They understand your mindset and they go on a psyops against you. Them know say, no love gimmicks, theatrics, and half a sentence and slangs. And them something under control by gimmick, theatric, slangs. And them something there on a mindset controlled by. That's why when you hear a full sentence, most of you get irritated. Because you can't stay so long to hear somebody explain themselves. You just want to hear say, we're under my nose. And it done this so. And we are our worst nightmare. The danger amongst us is us. Anytime you look for the problem, don't look far in the right, yeah, so. Right with us. We create it. We create our own problems. But the sand in this area is a sandy type of sand. You know, so the road condition bad across the entire country, don't? But when you look for Juliet Cockburn Finn constituency, not working at our constituency, you know, everything in a Juliet Cockburn Finn constituency pop down, mash up, broke. Me don't know how and the brim. Me don't know how Juliet Cockburn Finn get there. I really haven't got a clue. But then again, because that one tell we say all it takes is $5,000 in a box food, then one doesn't have to ask themselves much. But let's look at the disgrace that's successive, because I'm not labor alone, you know. When it come to road, when it come to lack of development, lack of maintenance, and all of them are thief, all of them are criminal, all of them corrupt. You bear with my people.
Road, you know. Yeah. You see, politicians, them in power now, may I ask, you know, please to come fix the road.
I can't risk it to walk come down. There's no street lights, nothing at all. I won't be able to see if I don't know what I'm doing. I might fall and break my legs.
I am from Iron River Big Road, West Rural Center, right? And this road what I'm sitting on now,
The library full so it come up in a small farm.
we call it Big Road. When I was 14 years old, some politician come along and they might go mention their name, you know. And they fix the road, then give away wall, then give away light. That is 50 years ago. Right now I'm 64 years, look when I go 65. So I want to know what happened after that. They are begging up, please, to come fix me road, you know. Yeah. You see, politicians, them in power now, may I ask, you know, please, to come
fix the road. It is so bad. I have my little daughter now going to UTech, and if she comes home from school and she wants a taxi to come to her yard from Golden Spring, she cannot come because she said $1,000, and she give the taxi driver $1,000. The taxi driver said $1,000 can't fix my front end. Get mad, 15 bills. Well, I'm not coming, and the value of the price for the road to come up the road is $150 just to come to Big Road. If the rain falls right now,
Happy New Year,
you can't
JD.
put on a good shoes, you can't put on a pants, it's gonna be muddy just walking on it. You have some gutters in the road. We need your help.
How long is this stretch of road?
Mile and a half, yes.
So if this road is fixed, how long would it take a car from down the bottom to get to Mount Pleasant?
5 minutes.
Oh God, less than 5 minutes.
As a boy, I used to ride my skate and my bicycle and all them things through here without any problem. Now I can't walk. It's disgraceful. And I don't know what is happening. Because even in the Christmas period when they expect that, they would have come and make it a little more possible by putting probably some river shingle. I don't recommend mall. I'm a builder. And I don't recommend mall on these roads. Because it's a waste of time. Mall is like flour. When water catch it, disappear, melt out. So what the road needs is total rehabilitation. And in terms of rehabilitation, I'm thinking of regrading the road because it has fallen into caves and gullies. Because if you notice along the hedges, the hedges are very high and the middle is deep.
Like every 2 months, I have to put on ball joint and control and bushing, engine mount and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Right now, it need engine mount and stuff right now.
No, engine mount down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thing down. We don't have no road, man. Look out.
I have no road.
So how long do you live up here?
Barn and grow.
Barn and grow. Mackenzie, barn and grow here. Barn and grow around here.
Fire, you know, so we did have a rush.
Yeah, man, when my little boy a skate, you know, bearings.
Bearings. Up at the top there.
Don't rubber, right down.
The water,
Right down to the riverside, it's no rubber.
Are you getting
We
good life
get
for the
good.
shop and so on?
We have to charter some taxi we're sorry for it. I charge you a bag of money to come up here. Alright? And when you have you good to have a one taxi driver with a truck. Him know you so long or whatever it is, and you're my friend. He is a one man with my car. But he might carry the shopping, but he not carry me. You understand? We're going to do the shopping a favor.
This road has caused many problems with me going to school and coming from school because last semester I had classes from 8 to 5. So by the time I would reach at Mount Pleasant up there, it would be night. And I have to come down, and the road is so bad. There are a lot of large rocks. And sometimes I don't have any power on my phone because I'm at school so long and I didn't have a proper phone. So I wouldn't have any power to come down. I would have to call my parents, beg somebody a call to call my parents to come and meet me because I can't risk it to come down. There's no street lights, nothing at all. I won't be able to see. If I don't know what I'm doing, I might fall and break my legs. So it's really bad. Something needs to be done with this road here. It's been so long.
Suffering. You're born come to.
Because my mother born comes to the road like this. I born and see the road like this. So something needs to be done.
Sometimes you go out in the morning, you have to stop at the river. And when you reach halfway tree, and somebody look at you and say, right, it's a country man, that's where I come from. And whatever it is, you can look at somebody's shoes and you can tell where they are coming from. Because you're in halfway tree and all of your shoes mud up.
In my era, sir, it better you walk barefoot. Now, 50 years. If my computer blackout, I will come back from even a be knockout may I have. And it's giving me trouble here now. 50 years. 50 years and successive party, successive administration for 50 years have not looked sideways in that community. Christine Gilbert, the Easy Jerk World, Navlet, Blake, Les. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Dux? I don't know. I want to chop up your name. I think it's Dux. Good evening and welcome. JLP, good evening and welcome. 50 years and not a soul don't touch in there. But before we run after Deep Throat, Cliff Hughes, Careless Flag Green, Liard Flag Green, you claim so you live in a community. Whether you live there or not, you happens to visit there yesterday because you had to go to funeral in my community, Flight Green. Your stomach never sick. How you drop down in the gully them and the hole them and the gully and the craters, and your stomach never sick, Flight Green. And them same road there come campaign pan, you know. And them same road there, you go come ask we to give you a third term, Flight Green. You're a disgrace. You are a disgrace to Southwest St. Elizabeth, Flight Green. Infrastructure and agriculture, Flight Green. You are a disgrace. You are a liar. You're a contortionist, Flight Green. You're a disgrace. But with there, a weight pounder. We are here waiting, pounder, because we know, sir, we not come with a twisted galangen soon, you know. Andrew fighting himself right now as to when I should throw myself off the bridge. But let us listen to another concerned Jamaican who are talking about the cost of living. There are some very colorful words in this young man's speech, but don't mind the colorful words, because I find what he's saying makes an awful lot of sense. Why the computer play there, Jesus? Cliff Hughes, we still going to do work tonight. No one I play with. Bear with me, my peeps. See? If it knocked me out of the studio, I hope you can still hear me. If it knocked me out of the studio, I'll come back in as soon as I can, because the system has frozen on me from this end. Let's hope it clear up soon. Oh my days. Bear with my peeps. I can't go into that video until it unfreezes itself. Come on, thing. Oh dear. Bear with me, my peeps. Him soon come out and chance and charmer. But for those of you in Jamaica who have children going to school, don't wait until it gets to your door. This issue of hair and culture and dress code must be addressed by parents. When you can't have the school blocking your children from education because they think all of us must adopt a white Western mentality and ideology. Because the white people have probably have problem with we here, and even them accept it now, but we're very own not accepting it. Can you imagine? Why is my computer playing all these? Oh, God. Have mercy. Bear with me, my peeps. Bear with me. Because the old wicked are not doing a thing at all. Let me try. Log on to a different system. Let me try. Bear with me. Where is the oh God of grace. Me not even know if me in a studio or not. Because the thing. Hold on, I need to go into the studio from here. Hold on. Let me quickly log in from here to see if I'm still in the studio. What a disgrace for me tonight. I can't even get over and I comment to see what going on in there. Oh God. Enter. Hold on. Then I need to pause this. Oops. Where is Jesus? Yes. Yeah, when I can't hear me. Yes, hold on there. Can I maneuver from this screen? Bear with. Let me try and maneuver from this. No, sir. If you run myself from two screen, what a disgrace.
I'm telling you something. See on the people, on the eagle, on the food.
Let me know if you can hear people, because two computer me at work from.
It's like it's applied to make poor people and name the food. How the fuck somebody fear sell 1 pound of tomato for $800? 1 pound of tomato, $800. What do you have? Go to the market because we have a food business to do. We have a jerk center. So we use scallion and within the scallion was between $400 to $500 per pound. Like the Wednesday. Like the week. And just through the Friday, no whole heap of people don't come out. You know how much them jump it to? Who have it $700 per pound. Sweet pepper over there, $1,000 per pound. Banana, $350, $400 per dozen. Plantain, between $2,000 to $3,000 per dozen. Yeah. And what do you got town? You see Mounta, ripe banana, and rotten plant, them have your dashry, and rotten carrot, and rotten sorrel, and gungo we are grow. We are growing now. But they made have sell so much money. It wastes. Skelly and dry up. It wastes. And I sit down on it, just lock off like say, you know what, squeeze the last living bumbuck like breath out of poor people. And I know what I decide for what I do, what I do. You see me, I say, oh no, one of them will make this country where one blood clot Chinese start going to farm, and I want to go suck on a mama, oh no. I want Chinese start farm. What the bumbo blood clot do no? Me I pay my record them $5,000 a day. Yeah. And enough. And I can't pay no more. Because if we pay no more, the fucking business will collapse. Me bumbo clot. No, sir. When I put this thing in a chokehold, brother, and nobody no business with it, nobody no care about poor people again. Nobody care about poor people a blood clot again. You see me? We entertain them. We used to vocal and sing one little 2 song and then tap. Because rich life, everybody say. All them come on social media. I buy one Benz today. Ray, my flask it go suck on no mama. We no need to hear that we can't buy food. And help no cars. For once, everybody go through the door, then do business with the poor man again. Then join rich people now. And rich people sang them a sing. And gunman sang now. Then a respond for we a blood clot again. So we there upon we own. We not nobody if talk for we. The government not talk for we. We want people them not talk for we. We want people them want to kill one set of people. We not for come on for a bomb clot back now, man. Too much of this now, man. But the bomb clot we can't get a break. You one piece of care patrol load for kill you. You go in at the market price. How are we doing so? Our poor people doing so? When the mama bomb, what is? We can't even eat. Remember we have youth for our school, you know. Remember some people have you. Well, yeah, I'm not even about that bumbo clock talk. Yeah. Me, I make more than the average Joe. Some would have call myself in a middle class. But me I figure out every day. I mean I figure out every day because I don't know no blood clot. You see people, you see hungry upon them. And I like one time. One of them move on a post clot and go. On a thief in people.
It look like the shenanigans start work again, my people. Hold on. No, you not start. Oh, in command on this your screen. But all right, you have me still in a place even though you gone back in the monkey story. Never mind what this thing want to tell me tonight. But regardless of his very colorful language, which I really don't have a problem with, but for those of you who may have a problem with his colorful language, isn't he speaking the truth though? If you look sideways to the computer where they are side there, so Cliff Hughes, everybody is watching. Everybody see. Nobody not dumb. Everybody know what you're doing. But you see, when your friend them call you out, when the labor right them call you out, oh Jesus, hold on there. Can I put this back in studio? Yes. When your friend them call you out, when the labor right them call you out, when the independent call you out, and news, may I carry this evening in a Cliff Hughes? Because this is said by Kitty's ex-boyfriend. And it's not somebody that I listen to because me just can't stand him. But because me see him have a Theo and Andrew picture, me say me a top. Because anyway me see certain bang around, me generally top because me mind people business like that. Cliff Hughes, everybody attack. Everybody see you for the deep throat prostitute bending on your knees, Cliff Hughes. Everybody is now seeing you for what you are. So till if them are try them best not to call you out Cliff Hughes, they have to. Your throat hole too deep, you know.
Nationwide radio with Cliff Hughes and all the other journalists them up there. And Nationwide YouTube channel. It has been a long time I have been resisting doing this because I regard myself as a friend of Nationwide. But I finally decided to call you out because if you know criticize everybody and give so much criticisms. You must be able to take some criticism on yourself. And because it has become so blatant now, so blatant, that as anything come out for Andrew Holness, nationwide radio run out like the defense lawyers, trying to find arguments to counteract anything where anybody say negative about Andrew. And the JLP too. Now I am a supporter of the JLP, and I love Andrew Holness. I think Andrew Holness is the best prime minister ever. But that no means that Andrew Holness is a human being who can make mistakes. Like any of us, he can make mistakes. And like any of us, Andrew Holness can do wrongs. He can do right, and he can do wrongs. And when him do wrong, the media in a democratic society must hold our leaders accountable. So when him do wrong, the media, we are depending on the media, including nationwide, Cliff Hughes and all him journalists them, to hold Andrew Holness and the JLP accountable. Or else with democracy won't be functioning effectively. And so this latest thing now will come out for Andrew, where them a say Andrew a build one building. Well, technically it's not Andrew building the building. It's a company that has been linked to Andrew Holness. And all the journalists and the analysts them now using that as the defense, saying that Andrew is no longer a shareholder of Imperium, which had shares in Estate Bridge, which is the company building the apartments in Beverly Hills. But we all know that that is just semantics. We all know. And all these analysts and journalists totally ignoring the fact that Andrew Holness' son, Adam, is a shareholder in Estate Bridge. Andrew Holness relinquished him shares to his son. So what? One want to say his son is a developer. Andrew Holness' son invests in building apartments. Andrew Holness' young son have the money to invest in building up apartments. Well, if that is so, nationwide radio and all the media pundits, journalists and analysts, if that is so, then the Integrity Commission need to carry out a serious investigation for Andrew Holness' son. Andrew Holness' young son, when get so much money and build apartment? Obviously, Andrew Holness' son, Adam Holness, represents the interest of Andrew Holness' father. That's obvious. It is obvious. And the whole I want to come out now, I've been in yourself in like some contortionists. I've been in yourself into pretzels, trying to defend Andrew Holness. Listen, my man, if he wrong, he wrong. If me support him and he wrong, he wrong. You must be objective. Stop it. Stop it. There was a time when certain sections of the media in Jamaica, I could be so proud of you because you were fair, balanced, and honest.
That was when Cliff was a journalist.
Tappy now. Or, you must have a tappy, you know. But like Fox News in the USA and MSNBC in the USA, you can't take a side and be blatant about it and be obvious about it and declare it. Right? Now, I feel ashamed because journalism is my profession. And it is still my profession because what I'm practicing here is a new form of journalism. This is new media and new journalism. And we know that the old media is dying. The old media is dying. This is the new media. This is the new form of journalism. It is way more entertaining and engaging than the sanctimonious thing them on a carfoon thing to sanitize and sanctimonious for a man like 119. No. So I just make it in good. But I am ashamed because food all media are dead. I want to just help drive the nail in the coffin when they do them do these things. Why everything gonna run out and I defend Andrew up? Shamelessly defending Andrew unless I'm want somebody send this to Cliff Hughes. Tag Cliff Hughes. Cliff Hughes is somebody who I know personally. Go to tag him. Send it to him. Me not send it to him. Anyway, what I want to say to you, I still have lots of friends in the media. I have lots of friends in the media. And I am ashamed when you do these things. You know, stop it, man. You know, look good, man. It's obvious now, man. You know, stop it, man. Whether you not defend the PNP or the JLP, you know, stop it. A nationwide radio, you know, should be ashamed of yourself. You know, long I want to talk and me kind of feel compromised because I have friends at Nationwide Radio and I still consider my media colleagues. But me have to call them out this time. I have to call them out. It is obvious that the prime minister of a country has to come under more scrutiny. It is obvious. So when you say them at the Integrity Commission target Andrew, so what? So what? The head of the stream have to be clean. Fit down at the bottom clean. And so this thing, if Andrew in fact breaches the law by following what the rest of the developer them do, because we all know that the developer them do. Them get a permit to do X and then them do Y because X is not allowed. And when them do Y, they make more money. And when them do Y, them get more out of the land. And by the way, for all you journalists, pundits, and analysts who are saying Andrew is not involved, which is semantics, we all know. But for all of you who are saying Andrew is not involved, isn't Andrew Holness the owner of the land that the development is taking place on? And Andrew own the land. So Andrew is trying to clean up things by withdrawing his share ownership in some entities and so on and so forth. But we know what go on same way, man. Come on, man. We don't take people for fool, man. We don't stop take Jamaican people for fool. 119.
Mark, it may be your system because nobody else haven't said they are having sound problem. Hold on there. But the truth is, I can't stand this man for whatever it is, based on the content he generally does. But this time I couldn't pass him because he was talking facts. And because of Cliff Hughes him attack and him want with it tag Cliff Hughes, me not like tag people, me like carry message like how me I carry it now. But Cliff Hughes, everybody has realized the disgraceful shame. The computer you freeze, but this one will work. The disgraceful shame, Mark Pate, how are you? Pauline Griffiths, the easy jerk world, well gone, bro. That you have become, Paul Griffiths, who else is here? Yvette Grant. You're a disgraced Cliff Hughes. And if I the little tax, where you hoe we, make your galang so, Janet Riley, it better you come sit down and talk to about the little tax, Jason King. Rather than you get up every day on bended knees, doing the obvious where everybody has seen, I be the Prime Minister's mouthpiece. Now, for those of you who think that us in media land are unfair to the Prime Minister. We do not talk about the successes of the Prime Minister. Let me say to you, the job of a journalist is not to talk about the Prime Minister's success. In England, you have BBC, which is the government's mouthpiece that run government propaganda. They also criticize the government, but when the government has its narrative, BBC we call anti-Beebs. Anti-Beebs is the one who gets it. Us, the taxpayer in Jamaica, we pay for two government media. We pay for the Jamaica Information Service, and we also pay for PBCJ, which they're two state broadcasters. If the Prime Minister wants to plaster his greatness and successes, he can use that media, those media which us the people pay for, Jamaica Information Service and PBCJ TV. Those are ours. The government has those at his leisure to put out whatever government propaganda the Prime Minister wants to put out. It's not our duty to come out here and hail the government and say, look, you have fixed road. Look, you have way. No, it's not my business. It's the government business to do it. Why it's not my business? Because I have paid him to do it. He has done it. So why should I go around and celebrate him? What I am here to do is when he does not, or when they do not do what I have paid them for, then I'm going to run around the whole community and be the town crier that I have paid them, but they have not delivered. You don't have it wrong. We're not here to protect politicians or to talk about how glorious they are and the glorious things they've done. No, we highlight the bad, the incompetency, the lacking, the corruption, the nepotism, the conflict of interest. Those are things that journalists covers. We're not here to tell you, oh, he's so good. Oh, nobody has ever handled the economy as he has. No, that's not our job. Certainly not mine. So don't expect all of us to be Cliff Hughes, Liebert Peart, Jason Kane. Real sweet. How you do? Don't expect all of us to be Cliff Hughes. We don't own no tax. We don't own no tax. And we don't have no secret for we. So once we turn on with phone or with computer, we can talk anything we want to do. We're not telling a lie upon. When we call on a thief, and because we know so no thief. It's not even because up in front of the court now. It's on a historical thief. So if we now come up politics and the word thief and corrupt, I got irritated, stay away. Because I go use it often. If I them something there, Nora, how are you? If I them something there irritate you, we're going to use the corrupt word more often. So don't make that bad down. If you know a comfy thief, you know a comfy bear the name as well. You understand? So if Andrew Holness want to tell the world of his success, we already pay for PBCJ and JIS. You can use over there, so do it. But how dare you, our viewers on YouTube appear with, you still want we to spread your propaganda? No, sir. Me not so faithful. You have to go look for the faithful few, Prime Minister. Me not so faithful, and me not so nice. Paul Griffiths, how are you? Bullfrog, how are you? Good evening, and welcome. Cliff Hughes, nobody takes your media or reporting serious. Everybody say you bend over and fall upon your knee for the Jamaica Labour Party. For whatever reason, Cliff, it looked very cheap, it looked very embarrassing, and it looked very amateur. For somebody who did have that respect one time when it comes to journalism, you are beneath a vlogger now, Cliff Hughes. Vloggers are more popular and credible than you are. Why you not bow out? Or what you could rather do, Cliff? You could rather drop the whole radio thing and the weather licensing authority name, drop the whole of them pretty something there, and just come run on YouTube. You know, see, oh, when Dean Jackson Miller over YouTube, or Dean Jackson Miller don't have the filter what she have when she up on TVJ. We're recruiting, we still have place for social media. You can come join the revolution. But if you want to continue to the grave, Cliff Hughes, chat along there. But one don't do is go on, like I say, have authority with news and information anymore. No, it is not so. And people believe, people not even look towards for the news because them tired for hear say police came up and fire. And police opened fire. And then they found man in the nearby bushes suffering and bleeding from gunshot wound and a 9mm spent shell. How much falls 9mm there, Jamaica? 9mm and spent shell were found. We're tired of that. I mean, we've heard that. Basic school picking, can repeat it to you out of them head because we used to it like that. It's enough, Cliff Hughes. Time up. Time up. Go back to your party them where you keep on New Year's Eve. You can't do them on a weekly basis. So you have the rest of the week to arrange them. And then weekend you get your beat out and beat down. And you can't continue to repeat that. Because, you're like Hollywood. You burn out and be hooks left. You're like Hollywood at the moment. You just burn out. Everybody has sit through your Cliff Hughes because everything burned to shell. So we can't sit through you. Move on, man. Come over YouTube. And then you can claim back yourself. But for now, you're claimed and owned by the Jamaica Labour Party. The issue is, though, Cliff, for what reason? We suspect it's tax. Is there any other reason that you would like to tell us about? Anyway, my people, we don't make a contention, Remember, so we say a problem will come for this evening, news carrying and mix up. We come for this evening. So we don't care with message and we don't care with news. But Jamaica, this on a serious note, the issue of hair, the issue of culture, the issue of freedom of expression, we need to hold our head up on that issue. And on everything with a plan to go into a court battle with and about, there is a thing called civil obedience, civil disobedience, where I said like our beach law, you don't have to obey it, but we have to do it collectively. Doing it one, we won't achieve much. This policy of hair in school, as them have said, our children here are not properly groomed. Our children are wearing dreadlocks here, are in a cut to the classy dunce principle, because if that principle was focused on education, if that wasn't the principle, was scrub off them back the way up, or rub off them knee the way up, they wouldn't come in a school and focus on here. If that wasn't Uncle Tom or Aunt Jemima, them wouldn't come in a school after years in education. I worry about what we here look like or the length of our hair. So we know, so if you see them come to school and them can't focus on education, then you know them are dunce. So them have to find a weak fence or something insignificant to make it look like them are do something. Dunce teachers, dunce principal. I know the children them make on not get paid. And on if stand up to government and demand what no want. When on fall down and bow down to ministry and government, don't take it out on the student them at school. The whole way, I go through the same prosecution from the state. It no means so if you add more to it. Dana Dixon, you're driving a policy in our education ministry that is driving our children to the gangs rather than to university and colleges, Dana Dixon. Wanna feel good about yourself? Look pan for your dirty hair, Dana. For you coming as senator, the one piece of dirty wig you have pan your hair, your head. For you coming at the Senate, Dana Dixon, we meet you with one dirty piece of wig. You change it for 1 week, Dana Morris Dixon, just before you go India, and you make sure you wash it dry and blow it, put it back on to wear it go India. From Dana Dixon come at the one dirty wig, we know Dana Dixon with a lie me tell. So Dana Dixon, if for your dirty wig, all right, you must see to it that there's an education instrument island-wide that sends out a directive to school administrators how this issue ought to be accepted and addressed. So if for children them Dana Dixon can't wear them normal here, we don't want to see your dirty hair in front of camera every day. Because we know the food picnic them, especially the boy them most of them wash them hair every morning, especially them with them hair in a plait. How often your hair wash, Dana? Because hair war we're having. A hair war we're having because wig is more acceptable than we hear what God give it. Horse tail, dead people from China and donkey tail is more acceptable than what God give it. Want to see the disgrace in our country? And nobody now say make we show disobedience. Make we walk and show disobedience. Everybody want to act like we're decent. Decent people are cowards. Do you realize that? Anybody here walk and talk to them decent, them are coward. So they know want cuss PC and RC and BC and FC and all sort of C. Anybody here walk like, oh, I'm decent. I know because you're coward. You're not decent. A coward, you're coward. Stop use decency and hide behind bunch of cowards. Thank you for being here this evening on the Global Television Group. Let me see if nobody else joined. Sharon Peart, how are you? Thank you all for joining this evening because say why you don't stay over here, Jane. Jane, no, sir. Hold on. The computer in front of me popped down. So I have to turn to the one side of me. Colleen James, how are you? Evan Riley, good evening. How you doing? Jamaica, we have to do better. We're too quiet. Almighty God, we're too quiet. It'll get to my nerves now. It'll get to my nerve now that these criminals can abuse us with impunity and things to say. Because we're afraid of them to continue every day. Jesus Christ, it'll irritate me. But not lie. All right. Thank you all for being here this evening. Join us back tomorrow morning for your At a Glance program. If you have not yet hit the like button, please do so. If you're a new subscriber, if you're a new viewer to Global TV, make sure you also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, whichever of the channel you are watching from. Thank you very much for watching. Join us tomorrow, and good night from the Global Television Group. Noah Harris, thank you. All right, everybody. Catch you tomorrow morning. Good night. Let me end it from this one because that one you shut me off. I can't see nothing. Will I be able to end it from this one? Lord Jesus, tell me to do. Hold on. I should.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.